well, that massive downpour that we had has caused quite a bit of erosion here, as you can see, because this was not anywhere near this wide yesterday. We definitely need to get a pond person in here to start reworking this. Ooh, that's a big old frog just hopped in there. Anyway, I'm presuming that it's solid through here, otherwise this stuff wouldn't be here. So I might go ahead and try to cross here, but I do need to look all the way around here first. This pond needs to be dug deeper. If you know anyone in the Triangle area that can do this kind of work, it would be greatly appreciated if you send them my way. So here's where you can see the water was all the way to here, because you can see the grasses are all beaten back. Here's that garden hose that was up there. Oh boy, there's a tennis ball out there too. Let's see if I can get that. You can see where the water was, and the water was all the way in the garage. And I'm going to leave the garage door open. See where it's starting to dry now, but you can see how much of this was coming from next door, because that is the way this water, the way the sediment is showing it came. You can actually even see how it went there. Oh, wow. That's from the air conditioner, guys, I think. Anyway, you can see how it's all been washed over through here. And I suspect that the bridge might have even gotten moved a little bit. It's hard to say. I'm surprised it didn't get washed away. And you can see over here where the water had been. And you can see we have debris all the way over to here. So that is how big this was. And that is how much bigger this pond really needs to be. Well, not completely this large, but definitely larger and a lot deeper to help control all this. And I can't really do much about what's in here because you see that brick there. I got over 100 bricks out of here a year or so ago. Anyway, yeah, hopefully this stuff will dry up soon enough before we get the mosquitoes breeding in there again. And now, excuse me, we will see what's going on over here in the garden. Looks like everything survived pretty well. All right. I hear an owl. Let's see if it'll call again. I can just barely hear it. But yes, there is a lot of maintenance to be done everywhere. And of course, with Dave having been in the hospital for a couple days. Did you hear that? That was the owl. I don't know. Another call back. I think they're barred owls. I'm not sure. Anyway, since Dave was in the hospital for almost 2 weeks, it's kind of hard to keep up on everything. But I've clearly gotten behind on weeding and everything else. Hey, anyone want to come over and do some weeding for me? You're welcome to do so. So here's what's happening in the garden. We got some sweet peppers. We already took one in not too long ago, and a friend of mine said that it was fantastic. This is the, was it Jimmy Nardoni pepper? And I'm going to pick a couple of these guys here. That one especially. Definitely ready. And I found out while reading up on it that it's actually considered the equivalent of an endangered species. It's a, what do they call it, a World Heritage, or what they call it, vegetable. Anyway, it does not produce heavily. Not nearly as heavily as the varieties have been growing in the past, but that's okay. Go ahead and pick these guys here. And these are the Cherokee purples. Some of them are bigger than others, but something chewed those buds off. Sorry, I've got morning sinuses going on here. The Roma tomatoes are looking okay. They're not producing nearly as much as they did last year. They're also in a different spot, but that's okay. You got to move them around a bit anyway. This one is really producing heavily here. That's nice. And look deeper voice answer. Anyway, these are the hot peppers. They are coming back very nicely, and I am hopeful that we will get a lot out of them. Oh, the potatoes look terrible. They have been looking terrible, and they're continuing to look terrible. And I'm probably just going to have to go ahead and dig them up. I don't know if the heat burnt them or what happened, but they just look awful, and I need to go ahead and dig them up, but not right now because it's far too muddy. Alright, so this year's garden is not doing nearly as well as last year's. The zucchini variety I grew does not produce as much as last year's did. It's a variety called Black Beauty, and there's one plant that's really doing well still, and I'm hoping it has. I don't see any sign of any little zucchinis growing on it right now. The cantaloupe trying to make a comeback, and this one looks like it might make it. That one over there might make it. Clearly we should have had some ripening cantaloupe on the plants by now. And I see right here, that's a bloom that has the start of a cantaloupe on it. I hope that it makes it. It's just terrible. These things got eaten back by rabbits. And that's going to be my project this fall, is going around after it starts cooling off and things start dying back a bit, and go all the way around the garden and get rid of all the honeysuckle that's growing on the fences, and go around the base and clear away trees that are too close, and put in some chicken wire like I did on this other side. I did it on this one side last year or the year before, but I know there are holes in the back fence back there. As a matter of fact, it looks like the fence has been pulled down real low by grapevines. So we've got a lot of stuff needs to be done, and I'm not giving up just yet, although I am backing down from some things. I'm still considering planting more cantaloupe. I don't know if it's way too late in the year for that or not. The cucumbers, on the other hand, look great this year. We've got a couple bean plants still surviving, but they have done very poorly, and again, it's because possibly rabbits have eaten all the leaves off the plants. In some cases, they even ate the beans. All right, we've got a cucumber that looks like it's ready to be picked, and we've got a whole bunch more that are starting up. So this has been a good year for cucumbers. So that's what's happening. I haven't even checked the front yard yet as far as water and storm debris. But this is what's been happening here on the Griffith Homestead. At least we did have a good year for strawberries. Y'all have a great day.